I want to thank everyone for joining us here at XBK for the holiday special once again. My name is Madison Ray, and I am your host for now the third year running. I'm so glad that you could join us here. Friends, family, neighbors, everyone watching at home, wherever you're at, I'm so glad that you could make this tradition part of your holiday tradition. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you for tuning in and being a part of our holiday special. So let me first, of course, address the elephant in the room. This is my grandmother's sweater. I went straight to her closet because I knew she had a little something waiting for me. And if you couldn't figure out, the diva gene runs strong in my family. So I'll give you a quick. You're so sweet. So without further ado, shall we get our show started? Do I have permission to continue? I'd love to have your consent, because consent is key. But of course, I also have to thank XBK for hosting our event tonight. Also, Station One Records and our other partner, the Rook Room. So please put your hands together for Annalise and Tony from the Rook Room. We wanted to do something a little non-traditional. I'm sure you've seen 100,000 holiday concerts. We have music, don't worry, we have music. But you know, for me, the holidays was always about coming together with friends and family. And we not only sing songs, but we tell stories, we have some jokes, we get a little drunk, we play games and all of that. So I wanted to bring that here tonight with all of you. Is that cool? Yeah.
Hello, everybody. We are the Rook Room. I am Tony Tandeschi.
And I'm Annalise Tarnowski.
And you are looking at the whole Rook Room right here, the whole business, all up here on stage. So we are a board game, puzzle, RPG, pretty much anything analog, fun, the things that you're doing with your drunk relatives on Christmas, sort of board game pop-up shop here in Des Moines.
Yeah, we do a whole bunch of things at a whole bunch of places. XBK has been great to host us a bunch of times for some events, so we're so thankful for XBK and all the people that come out. One of the things that we started to pivot to during some of the lockdown was to make some custom puzzles that feature art from local artists, and we split all the profits with them. So if you're still looking for a last-minute gift, we're back there.
Yes. So otherwise, we're going to be up here doing some games with each of these artists. So who is ready for some games? Maybe drunk, maybe not. We don't know. These are up to them, right? So ready for some games? All right. So you'll see us just a little bit later. We're going to hand it back over to Madison now. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. I'm glad it's not me, because I lose every time, I promise you. If you're ever looking for an easy win, call up your boy. We'll play a couple of games. And then you can brag to all your friends. So, of course, let's get to our first guest tonight. A little bit about Janae Harvey. Yes. She's graced our XBK stage a few times throughout the summer, and she just kills it every time. And so I was just so glad to be able to bring her into this show and have her a part of tonight's festivities. Because, you know, what is the holidays without a good few laughs, right? I think about all of my favorite holiday memories. It's always after dinner, you know, you're full, you're sleepy, and then that mouth starts to get going, and then you get all the family dirt, you know what I mean? You get all the juicy. Aunt Shirley did what? She get married again? This year? I love that. So without further ado, I want you all to give a very, very warm XBK welcome to Janae Harvey.
Yes, I am an elf. Okay, so it's with a little sadness. I want to let you know if you came for Entree Luce, he's not here tonight. He was the opening act, but he is the funnest name to say in all of Des Moines. Try it in your mouth. I see you mouthing it. Entree Luce. It feels good to say. And I'm not calling out Jack. Jack is my favorite bartender in all of Des Moines. So if you hit her up for a drink, tip my friend Jack. but she recently took my favorite drink off the menu, the jalapeno margarita. So I'm gonna ask each of you from this point on, before you order your real drink, if you could say, do you have that jalapeno margarita? And when she over and over has to say, I'm so sorry, it's just making a point. I'm doing a little organizing in the room tonight. So let me start with my story, I Smell Deceit. In the Harvey Parks family, lying offenses are considered especially heinous. In Des Moines, Iowa, the dedicated parents to Amari and Travis investigate these teenage offenses and are members of an elite squad of parents. These are their stories. It's that oh so important time of year, time to make sure you get yourself on the nice list. The month of December is just a full, focused, all-out sprint to be our best selves. And I wish my kids would catch that competitive spirit and behave for just 30 days. I don't care that the motive would be for a stocking full of items and a pile of presents. 30 days of good behavior for any reason, I will take it. Because of their poor behavior, I am forced to act like a dirty police officer, which includes threatening, lying, and entrapment. Those are not virtuous traits, but they are effective parenting strategies. We are in that 30-day sprint, but that did not keep my oldest son from skipping school recently. I didn't realize this on my own, but a friend casually mentioned she had seen my son walking down the street at approximately 2:47, which is 45 minutes before school gets out. I couldn't confront him by saying my friend had seen him. Not only is she my CI, my confidential informant, but more importantly, he knew if he was busted for skipping class because he was seen, it would just make him sneakier next time. I had to outsmart him and lie to him, which are definitely not behaviors that get someone on the nice list. I approached him and asked him if he had anything to tell me about his day. See, this is an innocuous invitation. Tell me about your day. But I said this while channeling my inner Mariska Hargitay. Tell me about your day. And this immediately cued him that he was about to be interrogated. It was either my tone or the flashlight I was using to blind him. He grew nervous, the effect I was going for. And he said in his small voice, "Fine." I told him that my parent intuition made me think that something wasn't quite right with him. I channeled that inner detective as I scanned him up and down. I took some deep inhales around him and boldly stated, but by the smell of it, I could tell he had skipped class. He quickly tried to smell what I could smell before he crumbled like a petty criminal. For those of you who are worried about due process, I see you. He let me know that he had skipped his final Spanish class, and I laid into him and said, "Puedo oler el absentísimo escolar en ti?" But because you skipped Spanish, you don't know what I said to you, asshole. But let me translate it for you. Don't ever let me smell truancy on you again. The effect of this bad but effective parenting technique is that he has started covering himself with Axe body spray to cover the smell of dishonesty whenever he's trying to get away with something. My wife and I will be at home. We can smell him before he enters the room. I get into my bad cop role. Toby and I pull out the solitary wooden chair. We flick on the floodlights and ask him to join us for a quick chat. Some may consider the stocking full of Axe body spray that he will be getting for Christmas as a form of entrapment. But we are sure to be sure that the coming year will include some exceptionally effective parenting and policing. Toby, that photo's for you because I know how you feel about her. That was an early Christmas present. What I want for Christmas is a puppy. And you may wonder why I would want a dog when I already have 3. But that's not totally accurate because yes, I technically have 3, and the Des Moines ordinance is you can only have 4, so I'm right up at the level. But our Chihuahua does not count as a full dog. At best, you could say we have 2.5 dogs, but I also think there's a fair argument that he is the value of a negative number. So he actually reduces the count of dog in our home to 1.5. See, this dog is actually my dog, not Toby's. But the love and loyalty has really shifted over the years, so that may surprise some of you who've been around us. When I lived in New York City, I had dreams of getting a dog. I wanted to walk this dog for hours in Brooklyn. I had fantasies that we would train for half marathons. I'd have my dog by my side, making each mile just a little easier as my dog inspired me to finish. And this dog would be my sturdy companion. But I also had a roommate in New York. And he was less enamored with getting a dog. And I was not enamored with paying full rent for an apartment in New York. So I knew I was going to have to be flexible on this one. Although I knew he did not want a dog, I was really pissed when he said that I was limited to getting a dog that was 10 pounds or less. That is just a large guinea pig. And I didn't want a rodent, I wanted a dog. But my canine maternal instincts were strong, and I decided that even though I was being limited to less than a fifth of the dog I had imagined, I was determined to find a puppy. And I ended up finding a dog that looked exactly like the roly-poly puppy. It was so damn cute. And that cuteness floods the brain with oxytocin, which is a fucking dangerous hormone, which squashes your common sense and also makes you think you want babies, just so you know. And my common sense was saying, you don't want a Chihuahua. You literally hate small, yapping dogs. You want a dog you can run with, you can walk with, it can be active with you. And don't forget that small dogs, for some reason, live forever. Old, curmudgeon-y dogs never die. The oxytocin ran interference on those pragmatic, logical messages, and all I thought was, my own roly-poly puppy. That's oxytocin, guys. I'll call him Perito. He'll be my little dog. Although my son doesn't know what perito means because he skipped Spanish class. Perito, little dog, the cutest name for my cutest little roly-poly dog. But the oxytocin goes away. And you are left with a Chihuahua that is small and yappy. So fast forward, and our perrito is now 15 years old, and any animal would be preferable to our Chihuahua. Give me a feral cat. At least they don't chase children. Give me mealworms. They don't pee in the house. Give me a hairless rat. They don't get fleas. At this time, Perrito is an antisocial geriatric with no teeth. He's blind, he has dementia, and I'd say he bites children, but he gums children. This is a laundry list of attributes that may conjure up thoughts of your own grandparents or great-grandparents, except for the gumming children part. Or if that pertains as well, you can tell me those stories after the show. I'm happy to meet you at the bar with Jack. I've tried hard in this relationship, okay? See, even after the oxytocin wore off, I tried to love him and make him the dog I wanted. I accepted that he needed wee-wee pads in the house and that I could no longer have child relatives visit me anymore because he'd chase them out of the room. But Perry never put forth any effort into this relationship. In fact, it took a stranger on the street at mile 6 into our marathon training to point out, "Ma'am, his legs aren't moving at all." I think pulling your Chihuahua like a sled behind you is probably just slowing you down. See, he never tried. Between raising kids and caring for our elderly dog, we are part of the sandwich generation, and it's hard. Our Chihuahua would fit in quite nicely at the local nursing home. I know because I've tried to send him there, but my wife has intervened. And I've also thought maybe our dog just needs a home health aide. And that's when I sadly realized that's what my wife and I have become. See, at this point, our Chihuahua has to wear diapers, or what we sometimes call his penis cummerbund. That's right, did I mention this winner is incontinent? His bladder control gave out far in advance of his heart, which is clearly the wrong order. I am not enamored with the dog anymore, but Toby, my wife, she is a staunch supporter for letting him die naturally. No, those are not ooh pictures. See, I can get on board with him dying naturally, which is why I have been putting him outside anytime I see an owl in the tree in our backyard. What could be more natural than dying in the talons of a predatory bird? But so far, the dog is safe. He's been considered inedible even by the standards of scavenger wildlife. My guess is that the diapers are off-putting to them as they are to me. That was super kind, whoever started that. I appreciate it. So I grew up in a family with 7 children and 2 parents, which is the subtext to why I'd want to be on stage performing comedy, because I need a lot of attention. In a setting like that, you just want attention, okay? And let me tell you that 7 plus 2 equals chaos, okay? Okay, so we're not going to start with me. But bonus for anyone who can find the real infant in the picture. Really? So maybe it's obvious why I'm in child welfare today. Because I promise you, my infant brother, he can breathe. And I'm in child welfare because I'm really good at spotting harm. That is harm, people. We are on top of a bridge, and I'm barely clutching him as tight as I am the Cabbage Patch doll, okay? But before we move on for this image, Dr. Janae Harvey, for any of you who might know her, the feathered bangs maybe didn't lead you to recognize her, but I didn't want to miss that, okay? So one Thanksgiving, in addition to the typical noise and activity we had in our house, we also had a couple of cousins over hanging out before we were all gonna head over to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner. I personally think that if adults are responsible for this many kids, just showing up at approximately the right time, maybe even just showing up on the right day, is sufficient. Showing up on Saturday to celebrate Thanksgiving, acceptable, because it's the Harvey family. But my mom is some version of a superhero, and this superhero refuses to acknowledge her own limits, and no is her kryptonite. So in addition to the 7 Harvey kids and a couple of cousins, my mom also decided she should make 5 homemade pies before we head over for Thanksgiving dinner. Because why not? When it was time to head to Grandma's, the swarm of kids, each carrying a pie or some other food item, headed to our Econoline van, and my mom did a quick kid count, and we were off. We were at my grandma's house for about an hour before someone noticed that my youngest sister, Josie, who was 4, and who was wearing this outfit, did not appear to be at Grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner. My mom had a sudden moment of horror that her kid count had been off because she'd either included the cousins or maybe one of the pies in her count. We were down a kid. Some more rational parents may have thought, no worries. We have 6 other kids. We get our kids in bulk like you would at Costco. This is why we had so many for situations like this, disposable. But no, my parents quickly drove the 2 miles back to our house to look for Josie, hoping that she was at the house, and maybe she hadn't even noticed that we'd left her. We didn't want her to have a complex. Oh no, she was gone. There was no sign of her at the house. And they notified the police that she was missing. Now, the search teams that my parents formed was probably the most traumatic part of this day for me. I know, so I fully recognize it would have been inappropriate for us to sit down for the full Thanksgiving feast without my sister, just letting the police do their work. That's not what I'm advocating for. But I am still very critical that my parents decided that we should all be involved in the search effort, and not as one group. Denver is not a small town. Denver, Colorado, not Denver, Iowa. Yes, we were a family of 9, but minus 1 because she's missing, right? And minus 1 more because my 1-year-old brother was not very helpful in the search party efforts. So 7 people walking around the streets of Denver, intermittently shouting, "Josie! Josie!" seemed like doubling down on the initial parenting error. See, I was 8 years old, and I was assigned to walk around our neighborhood with a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old trying to find Josie. It was freezing that night. Denver in November. The 3 of us were just walking around the dark streets of Denver, occasionally shouting her name. There were no cell phones, 1980s, right? No way to communicate, which effectively could have meant that when Josie was located, my assigned search party would have still been out walking the streets of Denver, ineffectively shouting, looking for my 4-year-old sister. And it's alarming to consider the consequences if the chaser to my parents calling the police about my missing sister was for them to file a police report about missing 3 of their other children. See, it took a couple of hours before the police located my sister. She had been standing on our front porch when she saw the van door slam and we pulled away from the house. She was worried she would starve to death because it was Thanksgiving dinner. And she was trying to get to Grandma's house, so she chased the van. She made it 2 blocks before those cowboy boots she was wearing with no tread were not helping her. Too bad she wasn't more worried about freezing to death, because the outfit she was wearing is not one that someone would typically see in Colorado in November. She ended up a few blocks from our house, and a stranger had found her. Unfortunately, she had internalized the message, "Don't talk to strangers," but freely went into that stranger's house and had hot chocolate while she waited, giving them the mute silent treatment, not saying her name or her family for 2 hours. It's true. My sister was eventually safely reunited with the family. We had a very late Thanksgiving dinner, and we all spent our Thanksgiving in gratitude that Josie had been found. We promised her, "Oh, Josie, we will never forget about you again, and we're so thankful for you." And we gave her words and more empty words. Because my family's Thanksgiving version of Home Alone was so good that just 1 week later, the sequel, Home Alone 2, also starring Josie, occurred when we accidentally left her at church. Okay, final story for the evening. So gift giving can be difficult. This is especially true if you are 9 years old, you have no money, and no moral compass. See, I was at work one day in a very important meeting when I saw Amazon was sending me email after email after email after email. I could see quickly, scanting at my cell phone, the messages were like, "We are trying to reach you, ... We need to hear from you. We are urgently trying to desperately reach you right now." And I felt more popular than the moment warranted. I clicked one message and saw that Amazon was informing me that if my credit card information was not updated in the next hour, then my order would be canceled. Funny that as far as I could recall, I hadn't been shopping on Amazon that day. I was at work. But these emails really messed with my sense of reality, because I started thinking, did I do some shopping at Amazon today? That doesn't sound right. See, I was trying on the facts to see if they fit, but I couldn't come up with anything. It was really shocking what a loose grip on reality I actually have, that I'd be so unsure about my shopping habits. But I had had a similar experience happen one other time when my credit card company had called me to ask about some suspicious purchases on my credit card. They wanted to know if I had just purchased $4,000 in airplane tickets to Cancun. And for a few moments, I wasn't sure. It didn't sound like me. I am frugal, I'm not spontaneous, and I don't even have a passport. But I was pretty hesitant to cancel the order because I wasn't totally sure it wasn't me, and I did not want to miss out on my trip to Mexico. As I read through the emails from Amazon, I suddenly remembered I don't even have an Amazon account. I always use Toby's account, so if Amazon is emailing me, then there has been a massive fraud done in my name. I see Erin nodding her head. She's like, you are slow. I decided I needed more information on my Amazon purchases to figure out what the hell was going on. Back to channeling my Mariska Hargitay. I looked at the order history, and in the previous hour, I had purchased a brand new cell phone, a robot dog. That I knew did not sound like me. And a trampoline. And I was apparently trying to have them shipped to my neighbor's house at the end of the block. Okay, that's right. The urgency from Amazon was that I had used apparently a defunct credit card, and they really wanted me to update my card so that my $2,000 charge could be processed. Although it took me longer than it should, I realized I had not made these purchases, and I immediately knew it had been our son, who was supposed to be in 5th grade math class, not shopping on the internet. And I was livid. I was so pissed. I stopped the meeting I was in, fully apologetic, but was like, I cannot participate in this meeting. In fact, I need your help in developing some parenting strategies because it's about to be very ugly when I get home. We set our actual work aside in order to prep me for the confrontation that was coming. When I got home, I decided to be super casual with him. Hey, son, tell me about your day. And if you are paying attention, you will note this casual greeting is an ominous indication that some kid is about to get caught having done something very, very bad. My kids are going to move into adulthood, and people are going to say, tell me about your day, and they will be conditioned to start tattling on themselves. So after greeting my son, I told him that I'm glad your day was fine, but my day was very confusing because the neighbor had called to thank me for buying her family presents. I told him, in fact, the kids are in the backyard jumping on their brand new trampoline right now. But it was so weird, Amari. I don't remember buying these presents. Then I just stared at him. My mom glare had the effect of him backing into the wall and sliding to the ground with his head in his hands. He just crumpled. And I got down to his level and I said, is there something you want to tell me about, son? Through his hands over his face, I heard him say, I can't believe the presents got here so fast. We were having some very different experiences in that moment. I was horrified my 5th grader had attempted to steal $2,000 from me, and he was impressed with Amazon's same-day delivery. So he ended up telling me that he could create the Amazon account simply because he knew my email address. I thought that was innocuous for your kids to know your email address. But he's so crafty and he's so dumb. Because although all he needed was the email address to set up the account, he hadn't considered who would be getting all the emails to alert them to the purchases. I pointed out that he actually had not thought through his caper because he didn't have a way to pay for his purchases. I asked him, what credit card number had he even used? And he shrugged his shoulders and he said, I Googled for stolen credit card numbers, and I thought it would work. Oh, fuck. As I had visions of the FBI visiting me to find out more about my Google searches and my attempts to then use those card numbers. I lost hope that this kid had any moral compass at all. And I told him I was angry and I'm hurt and I'm frustrated, but I'm also confused about why he would be buying a trampoline when we already had one. That's when he said, Mom, these presents aren't for us. I know that our neighbor's dad moved out of their home and left that family a couple of months ago, and I've been worried her kids are not going to get any presents this Christmas. I bought the oldest boy a phone. His sister loves animals, so I got her a robot dog. I would have given her Perrito. And he said, I thought the youngest boys could share a trampoline. And this is how my son, who seemed to be a lock for ending on the naughty list, ended up on the nice list.
One more time, Janae Harvey. Do you have a few minutes to chat with me?
I'm going to chat with you even with that thing on your face. I'm going to work through this, Madison.
Oh, do I have something on my face?
You look like you're going to eat kelp through that.
My nickname back in college was Black Whale, so it works out. So speaking of gifts, there is a supply chain issue. Santa needs some extra help this year. So if you see me in your house next week, just mind your business. Give me a cookie, give me some dap, and we'll keep it moving. And also, speaking of gifts, do you need another jalapeno margarita?
Could I get a jalapeno margarita on the stage stat? I love you, Jack.
Or is that not a menu item anymore? I missed that part. So, I love stories about your family, but what are some of the traditions that you observe now with these two teenage boys and all of that? And yeah, tell us about.
Well, I'm going to pivot from the boys, and
Sure.
I'm going to pivot to my family of 7 kids. So we had so many kids that when we saw The Sound of Music, we saw ourselves in the Von Trapp family. So every Christmas, this is not a lie, beginning in October, we started planning a Harvey Christmas pageant, because who wouldn't want to go to that? 7 kids for an hour and a half. We also had a play at the end of the show. We memorized our lines, we had outfits, we were choreographed, dancing little toe-headed kids with a full audience, and that continued till I was in college.
Write this down. I think we have an idea for next year's holiday special. So, okay, with all those kids, gift giving can be so difficult with such a large family. How do you express yourselves in the holiday season, when you have such an army of people to shop for, to have dinner with? What was that like?
So you heard me reference my mom, who was superhero. I think we just all rode her coattails. I don't remember gifts that I bought. We had a full-on Christmas morning. We'd sit at the top of the stairs. We couldn't come down till the Christmas music was on and coffee was made. The stockings would be hung by the chimney with care. They were full of toys. And we opened one present at a time. I thought it was normal for Christmas to go on for 5 hours. I'm not joking. We would open one present at a time and watch each other open it with that many people and that many gifts. It was like a full day affair. So.
Sounds like going to a black church. You show up at 9 a.m., you end up leaving the next day. It's amazing. It's amazing. So once again, please give a round of applause for Janae Harvey. But I need Annalise and I need Tony to come up on stage because I think it's game time.
Who's ready for some games? So you're probably all used to playing some games with family, right? At Christmas? Who plays games with family at Christmas? Okay. Well, we're going to play one with Janae here. Janae, do you play any games with family at Christmas? Is there like any traditional sort of games that you play?
Not now, no.
Not anymore. Not even with the dogs.
She's so nervous.
I don't. I'm so nervous I can't think right now. What do you have planned?
That's okay.
I'm
That's okay.
nervous.
So tonight we are going to be playing earmuffs. Earmuffs. So those things that keep your ears warm. Also the things you put on your kids when, we all have that uncle. Do people have that uncle that like has a few drinks and then starts talking about some things and got to put earmuffs on the kids? I have that uncle. So earmuffs. That's what we're going to do to Janae. She is going to put in some earbuds that we're going to pump some tunes into for only her to hear and then put some earmuffs on her. And then she is going to be given by Annalise some holiday-themed words that she then has to tell us back. If she can hear, do you read lips well?
I'm about to find out, maybe.
Yep.
I have no idea
That
if I
makes
read
it perfect.
lips
So
well.
you are free to clap along, laugh along. You won't hear the laughs anyway, so you're good. And then you
will
have
be
to get the
laughing, don't
words
worry.
back to us as best you can.
So
five.
she's lip-sync, she's doing the words, and I'm guessing
She's
what
going to
she's
say the
telling
words,
me?
and hopefully
I'm
you can't
saying
hear
the
a single
words.
thing.
Yep, and
And
you
I'm
won't be
just
able to
saying
hear
them
it.
out
You just
loud?
try to guess what I'm saying. Yep, they're
Yep.
all holiday-themed words or phrases.
And
There's your
hopefully
one
two
hint.
hilarious results.
Okay.
But hopefully you do get 5 of them, because if you get 5, one of our audience members gets a free drink. So does anyone want to hear who is who Janae is playing for tonight? Do you have your little blue tickets in front of you still? Because we are looking for number 5-2. Everyone 5-2, right? 8, 9. Do we have 6 and 1 out there? 5-2, 8, 9, 6, 1. Give a hoot, give a holler. Who do we have out here? Anyone? Anyone? Are we playing for a drink for Tony? Because I'll do it. No number. Do we need to draw another one? Over there. What's your name? Tanya. Okay, so we are playing for Tanya tonight. Janae is going to be playing for Tanya. So as soon as we get it all set up here, we're going to kick it off. She is going to have 60 seconds to get 5 right. Like I said, feel free to clap, laugh along. How's it going over there? Okay, good. She's good.
I'm going to give this to you too. You can turn it up or down if it is.
Oh, she's controlling her own volume.
If it's too,
This is gonna
if
be
it's too
great.
quiet, turn it up. Okay, you ready?
Okay, are you guys all
Hello.
ready for this? Awesome. Let's hear it. Let's amp it up.
Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Great. So we're
All
going
right.
to put 60 seconds on the clock. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Watching Home Alone.
Home Alone?
Ooh, watching.
Watching Home
Yeah,
Alone?
yes, exactly. Very good. Okay, putting up Christmas lights. Putting up Christmas lights. Say it. What are you thinking? Pudding.
what you're saying.
All right, we'll do the next one. Christmas caroling.
Christmas crinkle.
Christmas caroling.
Christmas caroling.
Yes. Okay. Hanging holiday stockings.
Do that again.
Okay. Hanging holiday stockings.
Eggnog and Christmas lights.
So close.
That's my favorite
Okay, let's
tradition.
see. Writing Christmas cards.
Reindeer Christmas songs.
So close. Writing
Writing Christmas songs.
cards. Yeah, that's
Writing
great. You
Close
got it. You
enough,
got it.
close enough, yeah.
Christmas
Tanya thinks
shopping.
close enough.
Christmas shopping.
Yes. Okay, one more. Baking cookies for Santa. Baking
Baking.
cookies.
Christmas.
Cookies.
Cookies?
For
For
Santa.
Santa.
Okay, we're gonna do. That's 5. We went a little past time there, but she did it. This is all in good fun. So, Tanya over there, feel free to ask Jack up there at the bar to get you hooked up with that free drink. Otherwise, Janae, thank you for being such a good sport. We have a whole new game. Yes, give it up. We have a whole new game coming up after our next artist, so we're going to hand it back over to Madison to kick this off and keep it going. Thank you, everyone.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with our next act. So please, head to the bar, relieve yourself in the restroom if you need. This is your time. We'll see you in 5 minutes. welcome back. I hope you're ready for our next guest, and I hope you're ready to have a rockin' good time with Allegra Hernandez.
Hello, everyone.
Quit being quiet, it's weird.
Spite of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, run up ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa Mega Murray, tell him he can take the freeway down. Yeah, and when Rudolph whistling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And when Rudolph whistling like a shooting star. Now run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. And when Rudolph whistling like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. And when Rudolph whistling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a good child, what would please you most to get? A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. And now when Rudolph whistling like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Tell him to make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. And when Rudolph feeling like a merry-go-round.
Yeah!
Thanks so much, everyone.
So let me tell you about my friend Allegra here. We met actually at this time of the year many, many years ago in a fantastical place known as the mall.
Merle Hay Mall. Merle Hay.
Still holding on, represent Merle Hay. And it was such a wonderful thing because at the time, you know, we were two young musicians getting to know each other, like,
Right.
because like music brings us together. And a little bit about Allegra. Allegra played here at XBK this summer during the Live Local Loud series. and like just completely killed it. I mean, it was amazing. It was like how the community came together where it was girls rock, who else? City Voices.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you've done so many things
School
with
of
so
Rock.
many. Yeah, School of Rock. Like, y'all can make some noise for these groups. You know that. Right? They're
Thank
here in
you.
your community making music for young people to have a shot at doing this. So to know that Allegra, like, you've done all these amazing things.
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you could be here tonight.
I am so happy to be here right now. This is when you first asked me, I was just so excited. I usually don't play like a lot of covers, especially holiday songs, but I really wanted to. I was like, yeah, I want to do some holiday songs and have such a great time and jam out with everyone. So I'm so happy to be here.
I think every musician secretly wants that, but will never admit it because it's not cool.
admitting it
It's
now.
not cool to go, I love the holidays. I just want to play All I Want for Christmas Is You. I can take a shot at that. Mariah Carey can't do it alone. But like, that's uncool to say, right? Because you got to be like, you know, like always brooding and everything. So, you know, I'm just so glad that you can just be here and let all these people see you, let everyone at home see you.
Thank you.
And I'll turn it back over to you. Please enjoy the rest of this set with Allegra Hernandez.
All right. Thanks, Madison. Awesome. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. We're really happy to be here. Again, I'm Allegra. This is my bass. I use they, them pronouns. My bass player, Vimka, uses she, they pronouns. And my drummer, Aaron, he, him pronouns. And we're super stoked to be here. So, cool. Well, this next song is a really interesting rendition of a Woody Guthrie song. I usually play, you know, like a lot of rock, and it started off that we tried this acoustic, and the vibe just really changed to sounds kind of like funky and more reggae sounding. And it's Hanukkah Dance by Woody Guthrie. Ethnically, I'm really proud to have Jewish heritage. I don't practice Judaism or anything, but I'm really proud to know that I have some amazing relatives in my family who are Jewish. So Hanukkah ended on December 8th, but I would still like to celebrate it in the spirit of this Woody Guthrie song. So. Tippy-tap-toe, happy Hanukkah, round you go. My little Latka on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Clap your hands, happy Hanukkah, clap, clap hands. My little sugar pie on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Jump real high, my little Latka on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Runny, run, run. Happy Hanukkah, run real fast. My little sugar pie on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. toe. Happy Hanukkah, round you go. My little Latka on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Clap your hands. Happy Hanukkah, clap, clap hands. My little sugar pie on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around and again. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, my little Latka. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Happy Hanukkah, my little sugar pie. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. And around you go. Thank you so much, everyone. Well, we're doing one more song here, which I think will be really fun. Before that, I really would like to thank the XBK team for letting me play this awesome event. It really means a lot to me, and I'm super happy to be here. So that includes everyone. I usually name off everyone's names when I play here, but everyone in the room at XBK and who's not here, thank you. And I also would like to thank Station 1 and the Rook Room as well for sponsoring this event. We're definitely excited to have the Rook Room come on stage, and I'm excited to see what game is in store for us, so cool. Well, let's get into the last song, and something more in the nature of what we play a lot is kind of like rock and punk, so get into that.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fall, 'tis the season to be jolly, fall.
Outside the carolers start to sing. I can't describe the joy they bring, 'cause joy is the flavor of spring. My girlfriend is by my side. From the roof are hanging sickles of ice. Their whiny voices get irritated. It's Christmas time again. So I stand with a dead smile on my face, wondering how much of my time to waste. So God, I hate these Satan's helpers. And then I guess I must have snapped, because I grabbed a baseball bat and made them all run for shelter. It's Christmas time again. It's time to be nice to the people you can't stand. Oh yeah, I'm growing tired of all this Christmas cheer. You people scare me. Please stay away from my home. If you don't want to get me down, just leave the presents and then leave me alone. Even though the jail didn't have a tree, Christmas came a night early. About that, Mother unwrapped my package. Well, I guess it's not cool to freak on Christmas Eve, 'cause the cops came and arrested me. They had an unfair advantage. It's Christmas time again. It's time to be nice to the people you can't stand. Oh yeah, I'm growing tired of all this Christmas cheer. You people scare me. Please stay away from my home. If you don't want to get me down, just leave the presents and then leave me alone. Christmas. I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas. I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas. I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas. I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas. I won't be home. I won't be home for Christmas. Thank you so much, everyone. You rock.
One more time, Allegra Hernandez. Do you have a minute to talk with me?
What?
You have a minute to talk with
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
talk?
Please, yeah.
So, how do you feel about Hallmark Christmas movies?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a funny story about a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Bring
and
it.
if I'm being honest with you, I don't even remember what it was because I don't even remember what it was. I saw it. So I was actually in high school and I had some really good friends that were exchange students from Brazil, from Rio and then Sao Paulo. And my friend, her name is Bruna, and she's from Rio, and she's such a cool person. And she has such like a loud voice and like super boisterous and like very confident person. And like her host family invited her, and then she invited me to go see this like Hallmark movie in like 2015. And so if anyone knows like what the Hallmark movies were in 2015, that would have been the movie. It would have been that time. I don't know what movie that was, but
No, I got nothing.
okay. So, like, anyone knows what that was? It was in the theater, and like we weren't even paying attention to the movie. We were just like making fun of the movie the whole time, and these two ladies who were like middle-aged like ladies I could tell were very passionate about Hallmark movies. Were just like like we were talking so loud, and we were like 17-year-olds like going to this like adult like Hallmark movie, and like I don't know, Bruna has a very loud voice, and about like I don't know, like 20 minutes into the movie, or not, maybe like 30, 35. Yeah, those two ladies were like pissed at us, and like they turned around, they're like, "Excuse me, I'm trying to watch the movie. If you want to talk, you need to go out in the hallway." And we were just like, "Oh," and we just were trying to silently hold it together throughout the movie. We were just kids. We were just having a good time watching this like 2015 Hallmark movie. And it was like, yeah, it was just, and I don't know what it was called. Okay, so it was in the theater, and I got yelled at.
I have to say, though, the energy that those ladies brought you is very un-Hallmark Christmas energy.
Sorry, like, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not, okay, sometimes I can be a Grinch, but like, okay, I kind of liked it. Like, I caught myself getting hooked on the movie.
These
Just
women are
remember,
clearly
it was, like, very
the villains.
catchy.
What
I
do
was,
you...
like, super interested in it. So. Wait, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what I got to share, and I don't know what it was called, so.
Well, I'm so glad you got to meet those Hallmark villains in person.
They were Hallmark fanatics. Like.
Well, I hope they're watching right now. Ladies, it's just a movie. It's not that serious. Hallmark has more of them, I promise you. And they'll have more next year and the year after. I assure you, from me to you. It'll be fine. Anyway, without further ado, let's have Annalise and Tony come on back up, because it's game time!
Yeah, game time!
All right, we are going to need all three of you for this game. Okay, so we're going to be playing a game here where one person on your team is going to try to draw the clues that we'll give you, and the other two of you have to guess what it is. The drawer cannot speak. They can mime if they need to, but yeah, you got to be able to draw whoever's going to do it, at least a little bit. I can. Okay. All right, so while they're figuring out who's going to draw and they're getting their game faces on, we will draw the winner here for the free drink, plus an Allegra Hernandez t-shirt right here as well. I know.
It's a great shirt.
It's a very good shirt. All right.
Side garage.
Yes.
Everyone check out the side garage.
Local. All right, y'all ready? Got your tickets ready? All right. 5, 2, 8, 9, 7, 7. There you are. Can you catch? All right. Very good. Yes, 5, 2, 8, 9. Yeah. All right. You're drawing. Okay, so how this is going to work is you will win the prize for your guest here if you're able to get 3 of these. There's 5 total prompts. You get 30 seconds for the first one. If you don't make it in the 30 seconds, you got plenty more chances, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Wait, I have 30 seconds per drawing.
30 seconds per drawing.
All right.
Yes.
All right, that's going to drastically change the quality.
Absolutely. Okay, so you will not need a microphone. Will both of you want to use that one, or do you want this one? What you like?
We can use this one, yeah.
Perfect.
We'll use this one.
I'll put this down.
Let's hear it. Cheer him on, folks.
And we have to guess what it is. Ornament. No.
Christmas ornaments.
The North Pole. North Pole, yeah. Yeah. Get.
Thank you.
All right, here's the next one. And go. What's it looking like? What are you seeing?
Christmas decorations.
Gingerbread house? Gingerbread house.
Yes. Very good.
Holiday.
All right, if you get this next one, you've won it. If you get the next one, you've won it.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Aaron's a good drawer. Like that's.
I feel like I'm not getting enough recognition.
Very good drawing. Great drawing. All right. Indeed. All right. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Oh no! The marker's not working. I get more time.
Not fair. The microphone.
It works. It's just well, kind of.
It kind of does.
What's it looking like? What are you seeing?
Ugly sweater.
Oh my. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. He's done it. Boom. Mic drop. Pen drop. All right. And you have won your drink.
That was really good.
Congrats, y'all. Great job. Great work.
All right. Yay.
Let's hear it for him one more time.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Thanks again, everyone.
Welcome back. We have our next guest ready to go. Please enjoy the sounds of Lonnie.
Hi. So, my first piece is Silent Night. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme en derredor, entre sus astros que esparcen su luz, bella anunciando el niñito Jesús. Brilla estrella de paz, brilla la estrella de paz. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme en derredor, sobre el santo niño Jesús. Una estrella esparce su luz, brilla sobre el rey, brilla sobre el rey. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Beautiful, lovely, all of those things. But it's an interesting choice going with such a traditional song. What made you want to sing that song tonight?
Well, I have always loved Christmas. What I've appreciated about Christmas is the coziness, the warmth, the familiarity, the nostalgia. And with my upcoming EP that has this song featured on it, next Christmas Eve, I wanted to incorporate my heritage along with the nostalgia and familiarity that I have grown up with my entire life. So yeah, that's why I mixed up the Spanish, English, yeah.
So you have a new project that's going to drop on Christmas Eve.
Yes, I do.
That's so exciting. Now, you talk about your heritage. Where are you from?
My family is from Colombia. I am first-gen Colombian American.
Hell yeah. Well, I know where my ears are going to be Christmas Eve. Is it available on Spotify? Can I stream it? Do I have to buy it?
Yeah, so I have a single coming out this Friday, actually, and you all are the first to hear it live. So this will be the last song, but I will release the EP on all streaming platforms, and I have CDs, and that will be next Friday. So Christmas Eve, when you're all done up with your family, you can stream my songs. So.
Well, let me get out of your way. Please enjoy the rest of the set.
All right. Okay, now for this next piece, this is a traditional Colombian folk song during the holidays. So, I'm gonna be wearing my Colombian sombrero volteado. This is from the region where my mom was born, which is the, from, what do you call it, Barranquilla. And I'm gonna be wearing my Colombian flag, so represent. Both of these are straight from Colombia. We went and we actually got these from Colombia. So these are authentic Colombian flags and the hat. Great. Okay. This is called Mi Burrito Sabanero, and this is about the burrito, the donkey, the little donkey going to see baby Jesus. All right, here we go. My piano turned off. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. El luterito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El luterito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito, vamos a ver a Jesús. Con mi burrito sabanero ilumina mi sendero. Con mi burrito sabanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. El luterito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El luterito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito, vamos a ver a Jesús. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El luterito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito, vamos a ver a Jesús. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. First, before he gets off stage, I want to thank Jordan Gold for coming up here and performing on the bongo drum. Conga drum, sorry. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So this next piece is the big reveal, the big single coming out this Friday on Spotify, on SoundCloud, everything, iTunes. This is called Velitas. Velitas means little candles in Spanish. And again, this is a big representation of my heritage. I really wanted to make this one both as nostalgic and welcoming and warm and fuzzy as most romantic Christmas songs do in English. But I also wanted to include the values that a lot of Hispanic families hold, which is God, first and foremost, and family. So the Spanish lyrics will be about God and about family and about the meaning of Christmas and the birth of Christ. And the English will be very romantic, just as I grew up listening to for Christmas. Okay, so this is Velitas. It's a very cold winter evening, my dear, sitting by the fire with everybody here. Cheers to our first Christmas and to many more years. Kiss me slow below the mistletoe. I've been loving life with you, always by my side. You're my shining star, you're the glimmer in my eye. You have got it all, you're the perfect kind of guy. Your warm embrace by the fireplace. It's the season of love. You're the one I'm thinking of, you and me by the trees, singing songs of holiday cheer. Merry Christmas, dear. Mira las estrellas que brillan por ti. Toda tu esencia perfecta para mí. Toma mi mano por fin aquí. Este diciembre y para siempre. Esta Navidad es un día especial. Adornar el árbol con sincera humildad. Que Jesús renazca con gozo y paz y que su luz alumbre tu hogar. Feliz Navidad, vamos a celebrar, tú y yo somos dos, juntos en el amor de Dios. Y it's the season of love. You're the one I'm thinking of, you and me by the trees, singing songs of holiday cheer. Merry Christmas, dear. 'Cause 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 es Navidad, que Jesús renazca con paz y velitas. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Y'all can do better than that. Make some noise for Lanny. Oh, hey, Allegra, what's up? So let me ask you, your family's Colombian. What kind of traditions have made it into your life these days for the holidays?
So, we do not celebrate Christmas Day. We do all of our Christmas celebration on Christmas Eve. I have never once in my life celebrated on December 25th.
Smart. I'm impatient too. Yeah. So is this also then why you're releasing your record on Christmas Eve?
So yes, this is the EP in total will come out on Christmas Eve, but Velitas will come out this Friday.
Perfect. So let's all make sure that we make Lanny's Christmas Eve extra special this year. Go and stream the whole project on Christmas Eve and let's run those numbers up. All you watching at home, run those numbers up so we can support local art, because it's on us, right? Yeah. Those songs were so beautiful.
Thank you.
What inspired, actually, I have a different question. Scratch that. I didn't just say that. Writing your own Christmas music. What is that like? How did that feel to approach that challenge?
Okay, so that was very difficult. I'm going to tell you, I have been telling my boyfriend and my family since probably July, I think I want to write a Christmas song. And it's been stewing in the back of my mind since the summertime. But when I was working with Genevieve Salomon, who you will see with the Dueling Fiddles next Tuesday, her and I worked together putting the pieces together. I had scraps of ideas and concepts and feelings that I wanted to get to with this song, but we put it together when we were producing this album and we were producing this EP. So it was really hard, but I think understanding what Christmas means to me and understanding what I wanted to portray romantic love, and I wanted to portray love for God, for me, and I wanted to portray love for my family. And so incorporating all of that at the very last minute was really hard, but it eventually came together. So
That's beautiful. You're going to get me all weepy over here.
thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that set. But without further ado, let's get Annalise and Tony back up here because it's game time.
All right, we got a whole box of tricks on this one. Kind of looks like I just got fired, but okay. So hopefully not. Hopefully you're having a great time and you're enjoying these games. Okay, so we are going to have 3 of you, looks like 1, 2, 3, nice, perform in this relay. We're calling it the Christmas Eve Countdown. They've got to get all these things done before Santa comes. So one person first will eat a cookie. Once they finish eating the cookie, the next person is going to wrap a box. And after that, the third person puts on their pajamas. So that's what we've got to do. 1, 2, and 3. Does not have to be cute. Does not have to be pretty. Does not have to be necessarily even all the way done. But we just want to see you try. So here's a couple of the pieces here, and I will grab that guy from you. Thank you. Let's find out who they're playing for. All right, everyone got your tickets ready? Oh yeah, sorry, I meant eat every cookie. Yeah. Okay. And 5, 2, 8, 9, 7, 3.
So wait, we have to try to see who can do it fastest?
Are they here?
It's a relay. Oh, okay.
Ooh, if you leave early, I don't think you get a prize. All right, let's do it again. You ready? Tickets out. All right. 5, 2, 8, 9, 7, 5. Oh my gosh, everyone went to the bathroom at the worst time. Oh, yes? Oh, perfect. All right, I'll make sure to put this up at the bar and you can go claim your drink afterward. Let's see if you've won it. Are you ready? Okay.
I feel like we're all set up over here.
It
So
should
we
be
have
unzipped.
gift wrapping station.
It has a hood, yeah. It's got a lot of, yeah.
We have PJs. Everyone got that Christmas PJs over here? No? Family tradition, Christmas PJs, yes.
Okay.
And then we got cookie eater over here. So we're going to start with cookie, gift wrap, pajamas.
All right, you've got
All
90 seconds.
And definitely cheer them on, folks. They need
Please,
cheers for
lots
this.
of
So
cheering.
we
Keep
need
it
to
up,
hear
keep
it
it
from
up.
you as they're going on, okay?
And 3, 2, 1, cookie.
Okay, cookie,
Hold
here
on,
we go.
One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Okay, good, doing great, doing great. Cookie's happy. I mean,
Doesn't
it's
have to
down.
look pretty,
He's
doesn't
got
have
it.
to look
He's
pretty.
got
Just
it.
got to do it.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Look at that. Perfect. It actually
it's
looks
still
pretty
looking
good
pretty,
from up
though.
here. This actually looks nice.
This is better than
Allegra's
Tony's
getting ready.
wrapping.
Allegra's like, I'm ready for this already.
You're
Oh,
good.
you got
Still
time.
got a
You
minute.
got
Still
time.
got
You're
a
doing great.
minute.
You're doing great. Doesn't have to be cute, y'all. Doesn't have to be cute. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Cookie's
So we have
doing
pajamas
good.
on.
Good, doing good, doing good.
Cookie
Keep
is still
cheering,
being
keep cheering.
chewed.
Oh my gosh, she's
You're
actually
good.
doing
Cookie
really
is
well.
done.
Very fast. Can you come wrap all my presents, please? I have not done that yet. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep cheering. Bring it up. Bring it up. Yeah. Put her on. Let's go.
40 seconds. 40 seconds. Plenty of time.
Oh yeah, you got the time. Look at that.
We're getting close, folks.
Beautiful.
This tape is extra sticky.
That's it.
And
It's
that's
done.
it. With 30 seconds left on the board,
Congrats,
they did
y'all.
it.
You didn't even need the whole time. Great work. Great work. That
Yes.
was our hardest game tonight, and you did so good. Look at this.
Yes.
Wonderful
Give it
work,
up
y'all.
one more
Thank
time.
you.
Over here. Beautiful, beautiful. Madison, we'll turn it back over to you.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. And that's the end of tonight's show. So I want to say thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for viewing. I hope to see you again next time. Remember to support local music, support local businesses, and take care of your health. And I want to see you again next year. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time.